Not at all. Like that was a surprise to me, given the fact that, a lot of people say how hard Canelo hit, how strong he is, and things like that. And, me going in the ring, I'm expecting this crazy power. And when I went in there, I was like, oh, this ain't what everybody say it was, Don't get me wrong, he had power, but it was.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power, or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything.
He's three division undisputed, moved up 2 divisions to beat Canelo. So he's probably he's accomplished more than Mayweather for sure.
Canelo Alvarez has just broken his silence on Terence Crawford's terrifying power, and his words reveal a champion in pure disbelief. Canelo, a man known for his iron chin and unshakable resilience, was left helpless against Crawford's blinding speed and explosive strength. His visible frustration in the ring showed more than just fatigue. It was the slow, painful acceptance of defeat. Crawford's terrifying power didn't just win him the fight, it shattered Canelo's aura of invincibility, proving once and for all that he is the pound-for-pound king the sport has been waiting for.
You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it.
Canelo's admission of embarrassment cut deep into his own legacy. A fighter once feared for his power and composure was reduced to confessing that he had underestimated Crawford. "I am embarrassed very much," he reportedly said. "I thought I could beat this little black guy, but he was moving like Speedy Gonzalez. Instead of finding answers in the ring, he was systematically outclassed by lightning-fast movement and brutal, punishing precision. It was undeniable proof that Crawford's terrifying arsenal can dismantle even the most decorated names in boxing."
I am embarrassed very much. Now you guys see why I was ducking Benavides. I didn't want to get exposed. I thought I could beat this little black guy, but he was moving like Speedy Gonzalez in the ring. Holy shit.
That raw honesty set the stage for Timothy Bradley's passionate verdict on Crawford's masterclass. Bradley nailed it. Crawford wasn't just skilled, he was dangerous beyond anyone's expectations. Every punch carried menace, every movement drained Canelo's will to fight. What many critics and fans thought was an impossible task looked effortless in Crawford's hands as he battered a living legend into submission. This was raw, untamed power meeting, flawless, surgical execution, a nightmare for anyone standing across the ring from him.
Bud Crawford, the baddest man on the planet. Y'all saying, no, he too small, Tim. He too small. Man, that was easy. That was easy. That was more easy than I thought. Terence said he was going to have him crying, and he had him crying when they was walking out. They was crying. Oh, yeah. They were damn crying. They was upset. Head was down. They couldn't believe what they just witnessed. Oh, yeah. Boxing performance. I told y'all this was going to be one of the greatest boxing performances of all.
And the brutal truth hit even harder when Rolando "Rolly" Romero condemned Canelo's lack of fight. Romero's frustration highlighted a chilling reality. Canelo looked broken, as if Crawford's power had drained the very fight from his body. Every exchange showed a one-sided danger, with Crawford hunting him down with ruthless, predatory intent. This wasn't business as usual, it was a methodical destruction delivered by the most dangerous man in boxing.
He didn't even try to win, bro. He went there for a paycheck, and it's disrespectful to boxing, bro. And he's cashing out of boxing, bro. It's sad to see, man, a great fighter, a legend, to be over there and just trying to cash out of boxing any way he can. It's honestly, it's a disgrace to the sport.
Ryan Garcia's blunt verdict says it all. Canelo's reign collapsed under the weight of Crawford's terrifying power. One man's era faded the moment another's dominance became undeniable. Crawford wasn't just victorious, he was destructive, delivering punches that ended an era and reminded the world who the sport's true predator is. If you believe Crawford is now the undisputed king of boxing, hit that like button and subscribe for more boxing breakdowns.
Biggest issue for me. Can he still counterpunch? Yes. Can he still be slick? Yes. But does he have the energy and the the intensity that he used to have when he was younger, or even when he fought Caleb Plant, to be honest. That
was his last great performance.
Last great performance. So for me, it's like, is he gonna be able to have that second, third, effort? Because that's the problem what he has. When Bivol gave him like 3 extra movements and 3 extra shots, Canelo ended up doing weird defensive moves that got him out of position. I'm like, what's going on?
Gareth A. Davies captured the magnitude of the moment perfectly. Crawford didn't just beat Canelo. He ascended into the realm of the all-time greats with chilling authority. From the very first bell, there was a sense of menace in his movement, sharp, calculated, and utterly relentless. The precision was surgical. Every jab and counter carried the kind of force that stripped Canelo of his rhythm and left him increasingly frustrated. By the later rounds, the proud Mexican warrior could do nothing but offer hollow gestures of showmanship. That desperation told the real story. Canelo had no answers.
Yeah, he's become. There's an argument that he becomes an all-time great with that performance, like you say, because the majesty, the poise, the presence all week, the pinpoint accuracy of everything he did in there, to the fact that in the end Canelo was frustrated and knew he couldn't do anything to Crawford, and he started
visibly frustrated, wasn't it?
No, visibly frustrated that he started to do a weird kind of showboating because he didn't have any answers for what was happening and unfolding in front of him. I think Terence Crawford has rubber-stamped himself as an all-time great tonight.
Clarissa Shields spoke with the authority of a champion who recognizes greatness. She admitted her nerves, but never doubted Crawford's ability to dismantle Canelo. For Shields, it was obvious that Crawford's versatility, his frightening adaptability, and his ability to glide between stances while unleashing razor-sharp counters made him too dangerous to be denied. What most critics framed as a mismatch in size was, in truth, a mismatch in skill and intelligence.
Man, I knew it already. I had been testing him. He's doing great in camp. I saw how his body stood about 168. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. Still, they always talking about size. Still. ¡Que viva México, cabrones! ¡Ánimo! Now, congrats to Crawford for being the first male to be 3-time undisputed champion. I'm 4-time undisputed, but the first male doing it is Terence Crawford. And against Canelo, oh my. I was nervous, but I knew it.
Abel Sanchez echoed that conclusion, pointing out that Canelo simply could not adapt to Crawford's craft. He highlighted the defining factor speed blended with craft. Crawford established control early, dictating the tempo with blistering combinations, and an authority that only grew as the fight unfolded. Canelo tried to claw his way back, but every rally was neutralized by Crawford's sharper timing and frightening accuracy.
I think this is the tail of his career. If he fought Crawford again, I think it'd be worse the second time. Go out. Hey, why not do a rematch? $100 million, Turkey? Absolutely. We can do a rematch. That was easy work. That was nothing for Crawford.
Gio Paulino's words highlighted the essence of Terence Crawford's genius, adaptability. What makes Crawford so terrifying is not just his punching power, but his ability to transform mid-fight, adjusting angles, switching stances, and dictating rhythm like a grandmaster. Against Canelo, he showcased his full spectrum of skills, operating seamlessly from orthodox to southpaw, cutting off the ring and punishing with precision every time Canelo tried to close the distance.
Canelo on points, bro, crazy.
How did you have it?
I had him up, bro, convincingly.
Is he awesome fight.
Hey, science of the sport. This guy adapts. I knew it.
How did you know he was going to win? Why?
He's got too much ammunition. Southpaw, orthodox, on the back foot. That's what changes good from great, is knowing how to adapt. Back foot.
Simon Jordan exposed a fascinating contradiction in the fight's aftermath. While artificial intelligence may have called the fight a draw, Crawford's fist told the undeniable truth. There was no equality in that ring. Every round, every exchange was tilted heavily by Crawford's dangerous speed, precision, and unrelenting power. Jordan's point sharpened the contrast, wealth on one side, greatness on the other. Canelo cashed out. Crawford cashed in on history, reminding the boxing world that true power lies not in the purse, but in the performance.
I mean, obviously you're on a rich vein of form. Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, Otto Walling, all great performances. You now give yourself an opportunity to do as you wish and potentially fight for another title. Who do you want to fight, Derek?
Yes, I I want to fight for a title. I want to fight the best. You know, I would have loved to fight Anthony. You know, but Anthony right now is just recovering, getting ready for his biggest fight with Tyson Fury. You know, so now I will push on.
And Terence Crawford's words after the fight carried a chilling certainty. This wasn't luck. This was pure talent fulfilling destiny. He laughed because he knew what the world was finally seeing. His terrifying blend of skill and power cannot be matched. Crawford wasn't simply winning rounds, he was breaking down a legend's aura piece by piece, with the confidence of a fighter who knows he is destined for greatness. This was my night, he said, but in truth it was more than a night, it was the dawn of his era.
All praise to the Lord above me. I gotta give him all the praise, because without him, I wouldn't be here. And I told y'all, I'm not here just by a coincidence. God bless me, and he made this event, he made this night just for me.
Mauricio Suleiman's assessment underlined the clarity of Crawford's triumph. There was no controversy, no gray area. It was clean, decisive, and dominant. While Canelo tried to rally late, those flashes were swallowed by Crawford's sharper execution and terrifying power. The gulf in ability was too wide to justify an immediate rematch. Crawford proved he is operating at a different level, one where even legends like Canelo cannot compete.
Deserves all the time to really enjoy what he has just accomplished.
His performance was pretty clean cut. Is there a need for a rematch though? Canelo came on a little bit late, but
that's different. They took a long time to prepare for this great fight. Let them enjoy, let them have a rest and we'll.
Terence Crawford's destruction of Canelo Alvarez was more than a fight. It was a shift in boxing's balance of power. If he continues like this, he will etch his name among the immortals, remembered not only for his titles, but for dismantling a legend with terrifying ease. But what if Canelo returns? A rematch could test pride, legacy, and perhaps give him one last chance to shock the world. Still, based on this evidence, Crawford holds every advantage, mental, physical, and strategic. The real debate now is simple. Has boxing entered the Crawford era for good, or can Canelo rise from the ruins of defeat? Tell us below.